Hi, so today is about this new brand, REFY or REFY. I don't know, I heard both. I am just gonna call this REFY, and I have purchased a blush, a bronzer. This is a double-ended dual brush, and a brow pomade, and also a highlight. It's like a cream highlight. So today I just want to try them on the camera. So this is the brow pomade. I bought this because it's a very slim packaging, and it has, this part is the actual product, and this part is a brush. So you take off this pomade and you just dip in and apply. Actually, I wonder if they sell the refills of this pomade. If they do, it would be perfect. So that way you don't have to purchase this brush every time and throw it away, because this is a quite nice brush. It's very dense and it's pretty a very good quality brush. And the color I got is medium. Can you see? It's a very creamy formula. And the shade medium, I don't know if you can see, it looks very light in the this component, but it looks quite dark on the skin, so I think it should work for me. And it's a very kind of liquidy kind of formula. It's not very, how to say it, pomade like. It's more of a between a liquid and a cream kind of thing. I don't know if I'm taking too much product. It seems like I did. There's too much product on the brush. Maybe just a light dip and even out on the back of the hand. It's a little better. I don't think that this should be, I don't think it should be this pigmented. Oh my god. I think I applied too much, way too much. So okay, the second try, this time I really make sure there isn't much product on the brush. Still, I feel like the color is a little weird. Like it's very yellow and warm kind of thing. I think maybe I got a shade that's too light for me, so it looks kind of weird on my eyebrow. And also because it's more of a liquidy formula, it's quite hard to control the product. Like the thicker, more of a pomade kind of product would work better for me, or like a powder. Actually, I hope this would be a powder, or maybe they can do a powder version of this, or maybe it's just the way I'm using it is wrong. But I don't like this eyebrow. It looks a little bit ridiculous. Let's do this side. Maybe it's just my fault that I chose a shade that's too light, and also the way I apply it may be wrong. But I just don't like the way it looks on my eyebrow. maybe I just too like maybe I'm just used to the eyebrow powders and pomade, like the thick, very thick, hard pomade formula much better. I just don't like the overall result of this. I think maybe if I got a right color for me, it would be I might feel better about this, but no. It's a no for me now. I think I want to just do a little bit powder on top because I really don't like this look. So now with a little bit of eyebrow powder, I think it's much better, at least in my eye. Like the color and everything just look much better for me. Well, I think I just have to use this product more to figure out how to use it. Next is the bronzer. Actually, this brand is quite I won't say it's affordable because it's not like a drugstore price in any means, but it's more of that mid-range price tag. I think this bronzer is somewhere around like £18, I think. 20 something dollars for this bronzer, and it has 8.3 grams of product. It's vegan and cruelty-free, and it's made in Taiwan. So the color I have is the shade Sand, and I think they have only one or maybe two colors. Definitely not a very wide color range, but so this is the color Sand. It's a very warm bronzer. I think I can almost use this as a blush, but that's what I like. I don't like very cool toned bronzer, but if you like the more neutral or cool toned bronzer, this Sand shade is not for you. So for the brush, so this is the Duo brush. I don't remember the price of this, but I think it's somewhere near the price tag of that bronzer. And it's a very fluffy, you can see it's a very fluffy dual fiber brush in one end, and the other end more looks like a foundation brush. It's very dense. I don't know what this side is for. So there's some instructions on the box. It says the bronzer brush is a mix of two bristles. The white stippling bristles have been designed to ensure an easy and streak-free application, perfect for blending product. The bristles will only pick up a small amount of product, allowing you to build your look. And the cream blush brush is a smaller, dense buffing brush. It is slightly curved. Really? I don't see it's curved. It's a little bit domed, but I don't see it. I don't see the curve on this brush. Anyway, making it easy to pick up product and blend. The wide handle is designed to help with grip and control when applying. And this brush is made in China, and this is also vegan fibers and cruelty-free. I think this is a vegan and cruelty-free brand if I am not wrong. So apparently this is a bronzer and this is blush, so let's apply it that way. So first let's swatch the bronzer. It's a very satisfying smooth surface. Oh, it's like so thin and liquidy. It's like such a thin formula and almost liquidy. Like the second your finger touches the product, it starts to melt. It's very, don't know if you can tell, it's very liquidy. And this is the color. It's very orangey, and I feel like it would be a little bit similar to the Chanel bronzing cream. This is the lighter shade, the original shade they have. Let's do a swatch comparison. Yeah, I think it's quite a similar color, but the REFY one is just a little bit more peachy. So yeah, maybe this could be a dupe for the Chanel bronzer that everybody like. So let's just apply this to our face. It's that kind of color I would like. Those very warm, almost orange color. Actually, it works very nice for my olive skin tone. So this side, yeah, I really like this, and the way it applies and blends is quite similar to that Chanel bronzing cream. It's very nice. I really like this, and because of the formula, it's very easy to blend. Don't know if, I think you can tell. I think you can tell it's very easy to blend. I feel like the background is so dark. This is better. So yeah, this is the bronzer applied quite lightly, and this brush works very nicely. It applies the bronzer like in a very thin layer, so it really does not pick up much product. It just pick enough product for one side. Well, I would say it's not very precise because obviously it's a very big brush, but I do like to apply the bronzer in this like not so precise kind of way. So okay, that's the bronzer. I really like this. A very nice dupe for the Chanel bronzing cream. So that's that. Next is the cream blush. And there's a very weird thing about the blush and bronzer. The price tag, the blush is a little bit cheaper than the bronzer, but there's way less product in this blush. This contains like 8.3 grams of product. This only has 1.5 grams of product. So I don't know why it's like that. Why couldn't you give a little bit more product with the blush? I don't know. But anyway, so I think it's around 14 pounds for the blush, if I'm not wrong. And I have the shade Rose. It looks like it would be a very dewy formula, and also I feel like it's a little bit different than what I see this shade online. So online the shades looks much more like rosy toned, but in real life it's like more of a pinky peach color. So let's just apply it with this side, the cream blush side of the blush. Oh, it seems like the blush is very pigmented, and I took a little bit too much of the product. And it's so weird, it applies so pink on my cheek. I don't know why that is. Like, it's definitely not the same color in the pan, and definitely not the same color I see online. It's like a very light, almost like lavendery kind of cool-toned pink. So weird. By the picture online, I thought this would be a rosy, peachy blush, but in real life, it's a pink. It's 100% a pink, like a very, very pink blush. Like when you swatch it, it looks like a different color than when it's in the pan. Don't know if you can tell. I don't know. So weird. I'm not a big fan of this color, but it blends okay on my face. Like, it doesn't get patchy or anything, and it's quite a tacky formula. It's different. It's a very, very different formula than the cream bronzer. The bronzer is more of a, I don't know, like a more of a, like a, not oily, but a little bit like dry oil kind of feel to the touch. But this is like a more of a sticky balm kind of thing. So the formula is different. I actually prefer the bronzer formula much more. And it's much more pigmented than the bronzer. Maybe that's why they give much less product in here, because you need less. So yeah, now I blend the color on my face. I don't hate it, but it's also not my 100% favorite color. And I do want to just apply a little bit powder, because I don't know why I look so oily on the camera. Need a little bit of powder. So now let's play with this highlight cream, I think. Oh no, it's the gloss highlight, and there's 20 mils of product, so you definitely get a lot in here, and there isn't any introduction on the box. So I am just gonna apply this with the finger. This is the swatch of the highlight. It's quite a peachy, bronzy color, and it shears out quite a bit when you blend it. So let's see how it looks on the cheeks. I'm worried that it would be too dark to apply just on the high points, so I will try to apply a little bit wider, like almost like a topper kind of thing. But now I applied it, I don't see much color. So maybe it's quite a translucent kind of formula, so that it doesn't leave any like streaks on your face. It's very nice. Maybe I can even use this as a like a primer before the foundation to add a little bit more dew, or maybe also mix with foundation, because it's a very like clear kind of, like not so much pigment kind of thing, so I don't think it will change much color to the foundation. It's a very sticky, balmy kind of formula So I think I can use this when I'm putting my hair back like this. But if I would cut my hair a little bit shorter or anything, I think the hair will definitely stick onto the highlight because it's really quite sticky and doesn't seem to set in any way. I think it will just stay like this, but it does give quite a bit of dewiness to the skin. So my final thoughts on the product. My least favorite might be these two, the brow pomade and the blush. With blush is mostly the color. It's like it looks different than it is online, and it looks different when you apply to your face than it is in the pan. It's much cooler toned pink, which I don't usually use. Well, now I blend it out. I don't really care. I don't really hate it too much, but it's just like I said, just a different color than it is in the pan and also online. But the formula is nice. It's just it's just a dewy, balmy formula that's stays quite sticky on the cheek, which I don't mind too much. So maybe I will try to purchase another shade that's suits me better. But I also am worried that I will purchase another shade that the shade just looks different in real life than it is online. So I don't know. The formula is nice, yeah, and the pomade, the color is a little bit too weird. It's like too yellow. Not only like too light for me, because a lot of times, even if the brow product is a little bit too light, I can make it work. But this one is like too yellow. I don't like that kind of color on my eyebrow. If a brow product has to be very warm, I prefer it to be a little bit red to like too yellow. Oh yeah, I don't know about the other shades. The medium shade is definitely too yellow for me. And also the formula is too liquidy, and I don't even think you can call it a pomade. It's more of a cream. I would purchase a much darker cool toned shade and apply this in a like hair stroke kind of thing. Maybe it would work much better for me, but for this color, it's just I just can't get it work for me. Well, I will keep trying this to figure out how to make it work for me, but the first impression, I don't like this. It's not the product for me. And the highlight, it's pretty nice. I won't say it's the best highlight or anything, but it's quite nice. It's quite a glossy formula. Like I said, it's the gloss highlight. I think that's a very good name for this product because it's like you can see, it's very glossy on the face, and I do like it. Yeah, and also the color. It's a very like warm bronzy color, but it doesn't transfer that much on the skin, so it's quite a translucent formula, and I think this would work for a lot skin tones, even like the deep skin tone, because it's warm, so it won't be ashy on the skin, and it's very clear. It doesn't leave much color on the skin. So the brush, it's a very nice brush. This one really worked this one worked very well to blend the bronzer, and this one worked very well to blend the brush. And I also feel like this would be very nice for a foundation. It's a very nice brush, I do like this one. And so the bronzer, the cream bronzer, it's a very good dupe for it's a very good dupe for the Chanel bronzer. Like the color, well, the formula might be a little bit thinner, but the color is quite similar, just a little bit peachier, but when it blends on the face, it's pretty identical, I want to say. And I do love this one a lot. My favorite from this brand I have tried so far would be the brush and the bronzer. Also, I like the highlight, but it's not like a favorite or anything. It's like, it's nice, I can use it. But I also think there's a lot of product in the market just works the same as this one. The cream blush, I don't hate the formula. It's actually quite a nice formula. It's not patchy, it's easy to blend, and it's quite pigmented. It's just the color. It's the different color than I thought. So I think maybe if you want to purchase this cream blush, search swatches online, or if you can, maybe go to the counter to try this in person, because the color is quite weird. It changes from the photo to the real product in the pan and to the swatch. So definitely search for more swatches, and if you can, go to the counter. I don't know if they have a counter, but yeah, if they have, definitely go to there and check. That's my thought on this brand I have tried so far. Thank you for watching. Bye.